To open the season here in the Southern Minnesota Dynasty, we played against the Golden Gophers. And I gotta be honest, we held our own, even forcing an interception, getting a couple of early touchdowns, and really putting Minnesota on notice that we are coming here in this series. Quarterback Jalen Yarbrough was really efficient. It obviously wasn't enough to win the game, but now we enter American Athletic Conference play to face Navy in this triple option offense. They obviously are always going to have good mobile quarterbacks and good mobile running backs, obviously, and they also have a elite fullback. Brandon Chapman is their lead back, and he is very fast. If you look at his attributes here, 90 speed, 96 acceleration. So he is definitely a burner. Alex Texa is going to be probably their lead back. He is an impact development trait. He is just a junior, and we'll be probably facing him for the next 2 years. He's obviously going to be a guy that doesn't fumble the ball much. He's got great carrier vision, great awareness. Obviously is more of a power back. But on our side, we have a great power back of our own in Mason Williams. He had a really good debut as a true freshman running back, going over 100 yards. That's something that hasn't been done yet on any of my series, this one or Marshall. And it's pretty cool to see that a true freshman who was a power back with 86 speed, only 55 overall, was the first to do it. We did see a big game from Santiago Perez. He had a few catches for like 70 yards. He is technically the fourth string receiver, but he plays a lot in the slot. And then we saw a decent game from Wayne Glensky, who was the anchor of that defensive line in game one. We'll see if it carries over into this game. I do want to talk recruiting early on in this series, and I want to talk about a top couple of players that I have had my eye on. First is Sateki Lowe. He plays in Indianapolis high school football, but one thing I like about him is that he's kind of flying under the radar. He has 86 spectacular catch, 92 speed. He's 6'3", 202. He's got good size and speed, but in his high school team, they run more of a wing T offense, so he doesn't get that much opportunity to shine, which is probably why he is kind of flying under the radar. But he is a guy that's got that size and speed ability and that good combination of everything that we're going to go all in on him right away. So he's going to be our number one guy on the board to start this season. Let's talk about the guy that could potentially be throwing him the football later on in this series, and it's Ramon Sanders. Right now, we are ranked 7th in their top 8, in his top 8, but he is a 3-star prospect out of Alabama. We have decided to send the house at him because he is interested, actually. We didn't even have to really be interested in him first. He was interested in us first. Now, he actually looks like he's going to be a mobile quarterback. I look at his size, 6'1", 204. I'm guessing he's going to be a durable guy. We don't want to scout him fully just yet, but I guess we'll find out more information on him as the weeks go on. So going into this game, one setting I am going to change is the play call, cooldown, and limit. So I will allow myself to call a play twice in a game, and mostly that's based on defense because defensive playbooks are a lot smaller. And I found myself towards the end of that game, because I use coach suggestions on defense, I found myself getting to a point where I needed to call run stopping plays, and the only thing available were like quarter. So I'm definitely making a change there to allow that to be called. So here we go. Here we go at home for the first American Athletic Conference game. And this starts that streak of 6 straight home games, by the way, as the NCAA was very nice to us. As here we go. Jalen Yarbrough, the first pass of the game is going to be to the right side, looking for Matthew Scott, who lays out for that one. And that's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to Mason Williams, who's coming off a 100-yard game in the opener. And that's going to be a gain of 5. Yarbrough throws across the middle, and that's Matthew Scott there on a 3rd and 5 conversion, and it picks up the first down. Yarbrough continuing this drive now. A good throw, and that's going to be the running back, number 20, LaShawn Bell, who picks up the first down. Now close to the 40-yard line on the other side of the 50. Here is a handoff. This time Mason Williams, he's bottled up. That's going to go for a loss of 1. And now it is a 3rd and 11. Yarbrough in the pocket. Remember, he had a very efficient game in game 1. He rolls to the right, throws all the way back. It's a touchdown. Matthew Scott was wide open in the middle of the field, and it looks like the safety number 20 just went with the other deep route and left Scott wide open with his back turned. And what a drive and what a start. It's 7-0. So here is Navy now with this triple option offense, and they start out the game throwing the football. Definitely threw us off right there, but you got to think they're going to go right back to this running the football triple option. But there's a quarterback keeper. It goes for a gain of 8. That was like a QB sneak, by the way. So now they get it to a 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff up the middle, and there is a stop by number 91, Allen Peters, and we do force the punt away. Here is Santiago Perez coming off of a great opening game versus the Gophers. He gets to the outside, and he's got speed, and he will be across the 50. Let's see who's going to catch him. Number 29 cuts him off at the 25-yard line. And now we have great field position to start this next drive. Here's a handoff this time. It's a draw play, and nobody touches Mason Williams until he gets to that second level, and it's a 1st down run, a gain of 12. Play action fake now. Here's a throw to the right side. He may have missed a throw to the back of the end zone right there, but he takes the gain of 2. Mason Williams handoff up the middle, running over the safety, and then gets stood up. And now we're going to be short of the 1st down by 3 yards. It's a 3rd and 3. Here is Williams running in motion. Good blocking on the outside. Touchdown. What a play call by the offense. And Mason Williams walks in untouched. And how about this? Because Williams wasn't supposed to be a receiving back, but he's been actually pretty busy in catching the football out of the backfield. Here's a play action fake for Navy to start the next drive. And there is a sack by number 99, Wayne Glensky, who gets in the backfield on the play action fake. It's now a 3rd and 13. And another sack by Glensky. 2 on this drive. And what a start for the defense. As Southern Minnesota starts out this game, a couple of touchdowns and a big stop here, and that probably could have been a fumble. So we start out, we're still in the 1st quarter here at the 30-yard line, and Yarbrough under pressure, he goes down. And that's about a loss of 4 yards, bringing us back to the 25. 3rd and 14. More pressure. Yarbrough, he just has to get rid of this one, and it's going to be a 3 and out to start this next drive. So here is Navy still running this triple option offense. Remember, that pass play that they started out the game with really, really worked. But now they're going to continue to run the football. It's 2nd and 9. Texa is their best back. He gets the carry on this one up the middle, and he picks up the 1st down and a little bit more. It's a gain of 14 yards. And now they're close to the 50-yard line at this point. It's a 3rd and 6. Here's a carry, and that's another stop by Wayne Glensky. Take another look at this. He starts on the weak side and then all of a sudden makes his way over to the play side and makes the stop. That's a great defensive play by a young defensive tackle. I wouldn't say young. He is a junior. But here we go. After the punt, Yarbrough now under pressure again. And wow, the pass rushers in this game are just elite against a user. Yarbrough now 3rd and 10. We send an extra blocker, and somehow they still get the pressure. We block the running back, and this is Colin Ramos coming off of the edge. He is their senior leader. He is really, really good. He's just causing havoc so far this game. So here is Texa once again, and there's a stop this time by Keyshawn Lamont, who gets in the backfield. 3rd and 9 now. We know they're going to pass the ball here. Here's the quarterback scrambling, trying to get to the 1st down marker, and he's going to be stopped just short, and that's going to be Ryan Dean with the tackle right there. So now they pin us inside the 10-yard line after that punt, and we have about 4 minutes to go here before the end of the 1st half, and that brings us to a 3rd and 5 at the 7. Here is Yarbrough. Oh, he was facing pressure, almost an interception. Ill-advised throw right there. We probably should have ran the football, to be honest with you. So here is Navy back on the field, and Texa puts the ball on the ground. And I'm not sure if this is going to be reviewed or not. Let's just take a closer look. And it looks like Keyshawn Lamont may have stripped this ball away just as Texa was hitting the ground, but it may be of just a hair split second before he did, and this play will stand. So now the Blue Foxes are set up here with great field position. There is a nice carry up the middle. That one goes for a gain of 2. 3rd and 1 now at the 40. Handoff. Mason Williams stood up, and our center just got absolutely thrown on that play. It's 4th and 3 at the 42. We are in 4-down territory here, up by 2 scores. Yarbrough now throws across the middle way too late, and it's almost 6 the other way. So 2 minutes to go here for Navy. There's a nice throw to the sideline. That is a catch by Nathan Kent, who is their fastest receiver on the team, by the way. But there is some pressure, and once again, Christian Hayworth makes a play. He had the interception in the opener versus the Gophers. 3rd and 16. Scramble drill. Only a gain of 3. And it looks like they're out of field goal range, but they will bring in their kicker for a 56-yard field goal, and he had about a few yards extra on that kick. It's good. Navy's kicker may be the best kicker in the country right there. So here we are once again, back on offense, and more pressure by 44, Colin Ramos. He has just been causing havoc today, even when he's not even reaching the quarterback. 2nd and 16, a jet sweep touch pass. This time, Matthew Scott gets hit. He puts it on the ground, and Navy recovers. And now they take back over. Matthew Scott breaks the tackle, then gets absolutely obliterated. And now Navy will have great field position to start this next drive. 49 seconds still left here in the first half. 14-3 game still under pressure, and Wayne Glensky was there, and he forced the quarterback out of the pocket, and they do eventually settle for another field goal. It's not like they're going to miss this one. They hit from 56, 57 earlier, and now here we are, one last play before halftime. We're going to give it back to Matthew Scott. This time we're going to get to the outside, though. He picks up a couple of blocks and does fall forward at the 19. And that's going to be the last play before halftime. And it's going to be a 14-6 game here at home to open American Athletic Conference play. Matthew Scott, 9 targets, 5 catches, 101. He is the player of the half so far. And we'll see if we can keep up this play. I think playing a triple option offense is definitely helping us in this one. But we've had some really good offensive plays as well, like that nice throw by Yarbrough to Matthew Scott to open the game. So second half now. Here is Alex Texa again, and this is a nice 10-yard run to open this game with a first down, this half with a first down. Here is a play-action fake. Keyshawn Lamont gets through the offensive line. It is a sack for the 4th sack of the day so far. And I got to say, Keyshawn Lamont and Wayne Glensky, both of them are just making it difficult on this Navy offense. 3rd and 16. Here's a throw to left side, and it's going to be dropped by Navy. And it looked like it was Ryan Dean with the coverage. And now here we go back on offense. Here's Mason Williams with the carry. That one goes for about a gain of 7 yards. So it brings it to a 3rd and 3. Yarbrough now in the pocket, throws short, and that's J.J. Carter at the sticks for a first down. So here we go, another carry this time to Yarbrough, gives it to LaShawn Bell, and this one will be a nice run. LaShawn Bell scored in the opener versus the Gophers as he picks up a nice first down. Juju Barfield, the 3rd-string running back, checks into the game. There's a nice throw to number 81. That's going to be Brewer Martin, who is the starting tight end. He is a senior. Another short throw this time. That's Jordan Norwood who picks up the first down. William Norwood. And he gets across the 20-yard line. So here is Yarbrough now, throwing to the right side. He's got Santiago Perez on the RPO action. How about this drive put together by the offense? And now it's 1st and goal at the 6. Mason Williams in at running back. Yarbrough runs the option, pitches it out to Williams, who runs over a defender, and he scores for the 2nd time today. What a drive here. And yes, he put him to sleep at the end of this run, running over a defender. And he gets in, and now it's back to a 2-score lead here for Southern Minnesota. Is this triple option still going to be the option here for Navy? As now they find themselves down 21-6, still running the football here. But that is their identity. It's now a 3rd and 5. Now running the option again, pitching it out to their speedy running back. But we are there for the stop, and that was Nicholas Reed on the edge with the tackle that time. So here we are back on offense. Oh, there's a nice screen pass. Santiago Perez, 5'7", but he is shifty. We got to watch him, though, because he is a smaller receiver. That wear and tear could weigh on him. We go right back to him, though. It doesn't matter. There is a big hit he takes across the middle, and it's a 1st down catch. Looking at it here on the preview screen that time. Here's a throw to left side, and that's Matthew Scott. He's got it. He spins around for a gain of 2. We get one last playoff before the 4th. Mason Williams with a nice run. 12 for 53. As we enter the 4th quarter here, and it seems like we're in control here at the 15. Pressure getting to Yarbrough, and that one falls to the ground. And now it is a 3rd and 10. Running Matthew Scott in motion this time. Throwing to him across the middle, and he can't hold on. That was a perfectly timed throw. And we do settle for the field goal, and we do make it 24-6. We fast forward a little bit here in the 4th quarter to about 6 minutes to go. Navy's now in this hurry-up offense, and there is a nice play that time, but almost pick 6 the other way. And now here they are with a fresh set of downs. Navy goes down again. It's Glenski. Look at the quick arm over move, and Glenski is having himself an evening. Now, once again, 2nd and 16, play action. This time the quarterback scrambles, and he just runs right into the sack that time. I'm not even sure what he was doing, but it's going to be Cale Altman who's there for the sack. And the sophomore gets his 1st sack of the season. 3rd and 22. Glenski, more pressure. He gets to him, and another one. How about this game by Wayne Glenski? You can't run against him. You can't pass against him. And it's 4th and 28. Last-ditch effort here from Navy. Knocked away by Caleb Calloway. And that should be the game. But we fast forward inside 2 minutes. A little garbage time touchdown here for Navy. They end up kicking the onside kick, and they also recover. We were in the wrong onside recovery there. We were just on normal return. I don't know what happened there, but we just selected a wrong play. And Navy just starts to score in bunches here. But late in this game, one last onside kick. And this time we're in the right formation, and we will get it and hold on to win by 3, even though that was probably, an issue with the play calling. That was probably my bad. But we do end up getting the victory here. Yarbrough, a lot less efficient in this one, but still 2 touchdown passes, 200 yards passing. And we do get the victory. That's all that matters. And we get our first victory of this series. And in my opinion, that was just a coming out party for Wayne Glenski, because he was elite and nobody could stop him. And we ran the ball well again, 25 for 94, 3.8 yards per rush. And look at Navy, 0.6 yards per rush. I mean, that is just incredible. But I think the thing is, the sacks factor into that, which I kind of hate stat-wise. They were also 0 of 10 on 3rd down, which is absolutely horrible. But we got a good victory here at home to start our homestand. 6 straight games at home, which is incredible. Mason Williams, 14 for 60. Really, really good game for him on the ground. And it seemed like, Navy had the ball quite a bit. They were obviously running the football, so the clock didn't stop too much. So they had a lot of time of possession, but Matthew Scott had that big first half, did not have a catch in the second half. He had a few drops, though. But Glenski was amazing. 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 10 total tackles, 5 solo tackles. I mean, it was one of the better games I've seen from a defensive tackle in this game so far. Keyshawn Lamont also had 1.5 sacks, and Christian Hayworth also had 1.5 sacks as well. And it was just an all-around great defensive game. Obviously, the triple option is easier to stop on defense, especially in this game. At least with Navy's current offense. Maybe once they, get a better quarterback, they might be a little better, but they were easy to stop today. Wayne Glenski gets American Defensive Player of the Week, and then he also gets the National Defensive Player of the Week. So, a star is officially born with Wayne Glenski at defensive tackle. That was a fun game to even user him with. He was just unstoppable. And this is a guy to look out for in this series because it looks like he is going to be tough to truly block and get a hold of in this one. But what a great start here to this series for him. We get some more recruiting news. Sateki Lowe, we're still number 1 with him, but we're going to schedule his visit because he is within his top 5 now. So now we get to schedule him, and I want to get him to commit as soon as possible because I do want to make sure we're adding depth to the team. And when we're going after a lot of these guys at the top of our board, we only have 350 hours to even play with. So having such a limited amount of hours is definitely tough in scouting. So you basically want to add guys to the board, which is what we're doing, and then focus on a couple of guys and then eventually, go to more of a broad recruiting base. But we're going to start to get some guys in. Elton Kendricks is another receiving tight end that I really, really like. We're going to get him in on a visit. So we're going to schedule the same visit for that UAB game in week number 3. So now we have 2 offensive players visiting. And then we also have Gilbert Lay, who's down here. He's ready for a visit. We have a limited amount of hours, like I said. Now we're down to 55, so we're going to get him in on the visit. But then we have some other guys that are still eligible as well and ready to come visit. So we're going to have some visits really, really quickly early on in this season to try to get some early recruits. So that's going to do it here, and maybe the road is going to get a lot harder because Charlotte's up next. They're 0-1 so far, but the triple option offense definitely helped us out in this episode, but we got the dub. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still trying to fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war.